volcanic earthquakes, 5.5 magnitude and 4.3 aftershock the day later at the volcano of Nisyros in the Aegean Sea of Greece. Now we know that this is an area of many swarms of earthquakes, but these earthquakes are regularly anywhere between 5.5, 5.9, 4 plus, but these two are pretty big concerning the time lapse between each other. Now we're going to take a look at the frequency of the shakes in the area, and we'll see that the 5.5 that took place on the 21st pretty much shook the whole of Greece. Now where you see that red dot, the small dots are the international airports. This is a map showing how an eruption of that, an ash eruption of that volcano would impact, for example, air flight. But this is basically an area closer to Athens than Santorini. We know that most of the Greek islands are volcanic. Most of them have magma underneath. They're in a subduction zone. And they have most islands, and not even from the south to the north of Greece, we have hot springs, which of course means that they have magma underneath heating that water. Just like we have hot springs in Nisyros, which were known since antiquity. They used to come from ancient Egypt to take hot spring baths to avail themselves of their various ailments in this particular location. And that's the crater, as we can see, in the middle. That's one of the craters in the middle of the volcano. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Seismo Berkeley, and we have 5.5 magnitude, 8.9 kilometers depth. Mandraki is basically the biggest little town of Nisyros. That's where most of the population live. And basically they have a population of about, 900 people. I don't know if most of them are very elderly, of course. That was on the 21st, and this was the day after on 4.2 on the 22nd. Okay, and this is, if we pull out, this is the location. This is Santorini around there. This is Crete. This is Rhodes. This is Kos. This is Athens and the north, of course. This is Cephalonia. Corfu, Cephalonia, I'm not exactly sure. I think that's Cephalonia, that's Corfu, okay. All this is a subduction zone and full of magma. Now we've seen a lot of very big earthquakes recently, the past year, frightening as a matter of fact. Let's take a look at the, okay, there we go. That's a 5.5. And that's the epicenter there of the volcano of Nisyros. And if you extend these lines, you can see that even Athens would have felt it. Turkey, definitely, the east coast of Turkey would have felt it. Okay, this is Bosporus there. That's Istanbul right there. This is the Black Sea. And the thing with these big earthquakes, this is definitely volcanic. These are definitely volcanic earthquakes. But you know, the shaking of this area means that a lot of the fault lines in this area of this magnitude of earthquake shake, and they dislodge themselves, and they have to resettle. Okay, let's going back to the 5.5. We'll quickly see that. Well, we're not quickly seeing, but okay, it's opening up. This is the subduction zone area of Greece. Okay, it's the Anatolia Fault here. We have, of course, the volcanoes of Italy right there, and its subduction zone of the African plate smashing into the Eurasian plate, closing in the ancient Tethys Sea. which is today the Mediterranean Sea. Now, going back to, let's go to our, this is our geodesy, and we'll see that this is Rhodes, this is Kos, this is Nisyros, basically right there, Tilo, which is the island south of Nisyros, and you can see that the island from the GPS is showing us that it's heading east. This is a 10-year graph, heading east and heading south. So basically it's seasonal, but it's deflating. Now, it's heading southeast. That's the one in Tilos. Let's go to Rhodes, even more south. Again, it's heading southeast. And let's go to another one which is better. Let's go to the east coast, the western coast of Turkey. Again, they're going southeast, seasonal, and let's go around Crete. Okay, Gerapetra. Okay, again, it's going southeast, basically the same type of direction. Let's go to this one, north of Greece. Limnos, it's going southeast, basically the same type of thing. Now we'll go to volcano discovery. This is an old bulletin, but it's talking about the Nisyros volcano and its earthquakes. Earthquake swarms could indicate eruption near Nisyros. No kidding. We know that from our geology, and we know that every time you have volcanic earthquakes, it indicates that that's not good. At that time, a seismic swarm of 2,000 micro-earthquakes near the island could indicate start of or coming of a volcanic eruption near Nisyros. The quakes are located between Simi and Greece. Okay, that's okay. The eruption taking place would form a new submarine volcano near Nisyros. And this is basically, this shows us the epicenter basically southwest of Nisyros, but it shows that Mandraki, let's see, 22 kilometers southwest of Mandraki. This is Nisyros right there. Mandraki is right around that area, that's where the port is. Okay, so this is it. Underwater volcanoes could be, let's come on in, see what's happening. Of course, we have all these things here, but, okay. That's Nisyros right there. And of course, we have a lot of magma in this area. Okay, it could be an underwater seamount. No proof yet has been found to prove the eruption may be taking place. Some sources think the swarm may be tectonic, as the Aegean Sea is very seismic, has a seismical activity. Yes, that's okay. But we do have a geothermal plant in the volcano of Nisyros. That's one of the craters there. The whole thing is a depression, as we know. And it has a geothermal plant. Now, Nisyros eruptions from 1881 to 87, hydrothermic explosions of the crater Mikros Polyvotis, Little Polyvotis. Hydrothermal explosion 1500, from 1000 to 2000 BC, hydrothermal explosions of the crater Stephanos. And from 5000 to 10,000 BC, hydrothermic eruption of the Karmakia craters. Okay? Basically, the small round island of Nisyros is one of the more active but less known volcanoes in Greece. It's located south of the popular beach island, holiday island of Kos. The volcano is part of the Hellenic Arc, a curved line of volcanoes, centers which are caused by subduction. So that's it right there, as you can see. That's the big crater, and the little craters are in the middle. Right. And stretches from the Saronic Gulf, opposite Athens, which is right here, via the island group of Milos, Santorini, and Nisyros, Yalikos, to Bodrum, Turkey. Bodrum across here, this one here, this basically here. The The last eruption of Nisyros were phreatic explosions in 1881 to 87. They left a moonscape with colorful craters and very active fumaroles. So, who knows? But the thing is this, the reality is this, after the lockdown, and now that Greece has opened up for tourism, and tourism is all over the place, all hours of the night, day and night, tomorrow people will not be obliged to wear masks outdoors. Only if they're in a supermarket or in a closed place are they still required to wear masks and have social distancing. But as of tomorrow, they will not be obliged to wear masks outdoors. So anyway, that's the situation here. We'll see what happens, but that's not good in my mind. I know some people that are very close to us that are going to be taking vacations there this summer. I don't know why. I've told them to perhaps look for some other place to go, but the decision is up to them, of course. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.